Good morning, children. How are you all? Welcome back to the fourth session of the chapter Atomic Structure. I hope you remember that atom has two regions, the nucleus containing the protons and neutrons and the orbit containing electrons. The electrons occupying the outermost shell are called valence electrons and those occupying inner shells are core electrons. These valence electrons are responsible for interaction between atoms and formation of chemical bond. So, what is a chemical bond? A chemical bond is the force of attraction that holds the atoms of a compound. But what happens when two atoms combine? When these two atoms come close to each other, they combine to form molecules. When they combine, one atom gives or donates one or more electrons which are accepted by the other atom. Generally, metal atoms lose electrons and non-metal atoms gain electrons to form a chemical bond between them. But the question arises, why do the atoms combine? So children, they combine to achieve inert gas configuration. This lowers the energy of the atom and provides stability to the atom. This is due to the fact that its valence shell gets completely filled. It means for helium, 2 valence electrons in the K shell, and for the rest, it means 8 valence electrons or an octet in the outermost shell. Every atom wants to get stable state. So atom combine to fill the outermost shell and become stable by either gaining or losing electrons. When they combine, one atom gives or donates one or more electrons which are accepted by the other atom. The number of electrons an atom can donate or accept to form a chemical bond with another atom is called as valency of that atom. Here's an example, students. A sodium atom transfers an electron to a chlorine atom to form a molecule of compound sodium chloride. You must keep in mind that valency is always a whole number. This is because number of electrons donated or shared cannot be fractional. Some elements have valency equal to 1, so they are called as monovalent. Example, lithium, sodium, potassium, fluorine, chlorine. Some others have valency equal to 2, so they are called divalent. Example, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, oxygen, sulfur. There are also elements whose valency is equal to 3, so they are called as trivalent. For example, aluminium, phosphorus, etc. Valency of noble gases is always 0. Its valence shell is completely filled and they do not react with other elements. Some elements like copper and iron have variable valency. That means they have more than one valency. When an atom loses or gains electrons, it becomes a charged particle called ions. An atom that loses one or more electrons to form a positive ion is called a cation. For example, sodium ion. And when an atom gains one or more electrons, it forms a negative ion called anion. For example, chlorine ion. Now have a look at hydrogen atom. It has one electron in the K shell. That means it is half filled, its maximum capacity, which is actually 2. In order to completely fill, it requires one more electron that it can take from some other atom, or it can lose this electron. In case it loses one electron, then it becomes positively charged hydrogen ion and its valency is equal to +1. A hydrogen ion is only just a proton as it has lost the only one electron it had. The other thing that can happen during a chemical reaction is that hydrogen atom will accept one electron in its valence shell to have a total of 2. The K shell now has 2 electrons. It means hydrogen atom has gained one extra negative charge. Therefore, valency is equal to -1. Helium atom has its only shell, the K shell, completely filled with 2 electrons, that is doublet complete. So, it is stable and does not lose or gain electrons. It means it is inert and does not react with any element. Lithium atom atomic number is 3. Electronic configuration is 2 1. That is, L shell has 1 electron. Lithium atom thereby loses this only 1 electron in the L shell and becomes positively charged. Getting 7 more electrons from other atoms in the L shell to completely fill the L shell requires lot of energy. Lithium ion will have complete K shell with 2 electrons and no electron in the L shell. This means that total number of protons or positive charges in the ion is 1 more than the total number of negative charges. Atomic number of beryllium atom is 4. Hence 2 electrons in the K shell to completely fill and 2 in the L shell. Beryllium atom loses 2 electrons from the L shell and becomes positively charged. Complete K shell and no L shell. Total number of positive charges in beryllium ion is 2 more than the total number of negative charges. Hence valency is equal to +2. Carbon atom has electronic configuration equal to 2 4. That is, L shell is half filled, its maximum capacity. Carbon atom can either take 4 electrons or donate 4 electrons, as both require the same amount of energy. So, it prefers to share these 4 electrons with the combining atom. Hence, its valency is equal to 4. Oxygen atom atomic number 8. Therefore, electronic configuration 2 6. L shell is short of 2 electrons. So, what it does, it gains 2 electrons from 1 or 2 atoms during a chemical reaction to completely fill the L shell, achieve octet. Now, the total number of electrons in the oxide ion is 2 more than the total number of protons. Therefore, valency is -2. Neon atom has completely filled K shell with 2 electrons and L shell with 8 electrons. That means octet in the last shell. It therefore is stable, does not lose or gain electrons. It is inert and does not react with any element. Valency of neon atom is equal to 0. Atomic number of sodium atom is 11. Electronic configuration is 281. So only 1 electron in the M shell. Sodium atom loses this 1 electron in the M shell and becomes positively charged. Complete K shell with 2 electrons, 8 electrons in the L shell and no electron in the M shell. Total number of protons in sodium ion is 1 more than electrons. Therefore, valency of sodium ion is +1. Now, magnesium atom atomic number is 12. Therefore, electronic configuration is 282. Losing 2 electrons from the M shell requires much less energy than gaining 6 electrons to complete the octet of the M shell. Magnesium atom therefore easily loses 2 electrons from the M shell and becomes positively charged. Valency +2. Aluminium atom electronic configuration is 283. 3 electrons in the M shell. It requires 5 more to complete the octet. It is easier for aluminium atom to lose the 3 electrons from the M shell rather than getting 5 electrons from some other atom. Therefore, aluminium ion will have complete K shell with 2 electrons, L shell with 8 electrons and no electron in the M shell. This means total number of positive charges in aluminium ion is 3 more than the negative charges. Therefore, valency +3. Now we come to the chlorine atom with electronic configuration 287. It requires just 1 more electron to completely fill the M shell. It gains one electron from any other atom during a chemical reaction to completely fill the M shell. It forms chloride ion Cl-. You must have understood by now that the total number of negative charges in chloride ion is one more than the total number of positive charges, therefore -1. Potassium atom, atomic number 19, electronic configuration 2881. That is only one electron in the N shell. It easily loses that one electron in the N shell to form potassium ion. Potassium ion has now complete K shell, complete L shell and complete M shell. Valency is +1. This is the last one, calcium atom, electronic configuration 2882. So 2 electrons in the N shell. Calcium atom loses 2 electrons from the N shell and becomes positively charged. Valency is +2. Here is a list of the valency of first 20 elements. Go through it thoroughly. Remember children that atoms with 1, 2 or 3 electrons in the valence shell will lose electrons to form cations. And atoms with 5, 6 or 7 electrons in the valence shell will gain electrons to form anions. We end our class with the assignment. Kindly do the assignment very carefully. So, thank you. Bye-bye for now.